How much money does a top 100 streamer make? Well, it turns out, a shit ton. Holy fuck. Streamers make so much money just sitting around and playing games all day in front of a camera. Well, that's actually wrong. IRL streamers can make an absurd amount of money, but not necessarily in the way you might expect.
Yo, Chad, why this game so fun, Chad?
While I would also love to make a shit ton of money myself, there's a problem. I'm a VTuber. I'm virtual, and I'm the furthest thing away from being real. So how does an uwu anime VTuber become successful in a real life dominated content creator industry? Well, hopefully we'll learn more from the class. Welcome to part 2 of the Professor L series, where I break down Professor L's classes and dissect the useful information so that we can use it for our content. So, who is Professor L? He's known by many names, such as Ludwig Argon, Bi Hanbao, and most recently, the Prince of Fuling.
在下福邻国王子，拜见陛下。
But most importantly, he's a top 100 streamer, so he definitely knows his shit. I've linked part 1 in the description where I break down his first class, so go check that out if you haven't already, and subscribe to not miss out on next week's breakdown. Thanks for watching and enjoy the video. There we go.
Stop clip farming and start making money. Okay.
No!
A lot of you guys here are great at farming clips. You get millions of views, you get more views than me, but you're not making money equivalent to maybe the attention that you are receiving. We're going to unpack why. We're going to start talking about how to build a larger audience, a larger community, people who watch you long form, not just your clips. Also, real quick, one more round of applause for yourselves. Congratulations, everybody. You guys have accomplished a lot. I think you should be proud of yourselves. If you don't know, these are the facts. 92% of people go live once, they never go live again. That is 92%
That's crazy.
of all
92%.
So if you've gone live twice, you're in the top 10%.
The VTuber graveyard.
Viewers is the amount of viewers you need to be in the top 1%. Raise your hands. Who's got 20 viewers? You're a 1%. 1%. You are all 1%ers. All right.
I'm a 3%er,
Guys,
which is still kind of crazy.
people applied to Streamer U, and you are the few who made it in. One more round of applause.
Okay, let's fast forward a bit.
And I got one more surprise for you all.
Ah.
Okay? Most of you will fail. Guys, most of you are gonna fail.
Is it showing the graph again? It shows the graph again.
Did you feel like you made it when you went to Streamer U? Do you feel like you got an opportunity that you can grasp and you might skyrocket?
Yes, I did.
You might have felt that. You got excited.
Yeah.
That won't happen for most of you. Here are the stats. Last year's Streamer U, people who attended 2025 Streamer U, I looked at their viewership a month before Streamer U. Right. Then I looked at the viewership last month. Right. On average, that whole group's down 287 viewers. That whole group.
Jeez.
The median, okay? That's the person in the middle. You slash off the biggies, you slash off the lowest, okay? They gained 4 viewers. 4 viewers, that's it. Streamer U, 4 viewer change after a year. 56% of all participants lost viewers or only gained single-digit viewers. That's year over year, okay? So this opportunity,
Drink up, bitch,
this
it's
once in a
hydrate
lifetime
time.
miracle, for most of you, it ain't gonna mean shit. It'll be a cool memory.
Hi, posture
That's
check.
all it will ever be.
Sit
Maybe
up, you
later,
fucking
this week,
cashew.
congratulations, gotta
You look
figure
like a
out
banana.
something. Tom probably is getting a $250,000. That's nice. But that's all it will be. It will not effectively change your life. Jason, because honestly, there's things Ron can learn, and you can always learn at any level. Thank you. Yes. All right, that's the bad news. That's the bad news. All right, but we want to be different. We want to be the ones who succeed. How do we do that? First off, we have to ask ourselves an honest question. Raise your hand by show of hands. Do you want to be a streamer?
Me, I want to be a streamer.
All right. Now, we're going to sit on this for a moment. Do you want to be a streamer?
I want to be a YouTuber.
You don't actually want to be a streamer. You want to have what streaming can get you. But there are quicker, better, more efficient ways to do that. Maybe you actually just want to be rich. Maybe you want a large social media following. Maybe you want to have a creative outlet. Streaming might not be the best path. Now, I think when people talk about streamers, we talk about the big guys. Talk about the Kais, we talk about the Speeds. That's awesome. That is a very small number of all streamers. That is realistically not going to be you. I have 3 examples for us today. I have a top 100 streamer in the world. I have a top 1,000 streamer in the world. And I have a top 10,000 streamer in the world. I'm gonna show you guys all their revenue and their viewership. We're gonna pocket watch. Guys, we're gonna start off with Mr. Number 95. Guys, we were starting off, excuse me, with myself.
Oh my god, I saw this clip. It's crazy.
95th biggest streamer on Twitch. I also stream on YouTube. It doesn't include that, but I'm like maybe top 100 out somewhere in there, right? These are my metrics. If they line up with yours,
Damn.
okay, then your revenue will probably be similar to mine. I don't stream nearly as much as some other guys. I have 9,500 subs. Okay, we're gonna go through some expenses that I have. Here's my expenses. This is just the month of June. Everything here is for the month of June. Payroll, $220,000.
Holy moly.
That is for the 50 employees that I have. Next, travel, $55,000. That's a higher number than normal.
Insane.
I ran an event. I had to fly a bunch of streamers out. That's that travel expense. Next up, events. That is the production of the event. Nice. Next, marketing. Again, similar for the event. It's another $10,000. Final total for the month of June is just the expense.
Sheesh.
$359,000.
This in 1 month he spends more money than the average, like, I don't know, finance bro, or not, like even like a top managerial finance bro. He makes holy crap.
This was just for the month of question.
That's exactly what a 9 to 5 making a year, but yours is good.
That is way more than most 9 to 5 makers a year. Yeah. All right. Now's the fun part, guys. Now's the fun part. How much you get to make? How much you get to make, y'all? All right. This was the event that I did, by the way. That's why some of the costs were higher. The payroll's normal. I did an event called MCSR Ranked World Championships. It's a Minecraft speedrunning event. Let's talk about how much I made. How did I pay for all of that? Well, good news for me. Merch sales. I got $7,800.
Nice.
Not bad. YouTube.
That's
Just
fucking
the YouTube
insane.
revenue, this includes YouTube Live.
That's actually insane.
Videos, 270,000. Twitch gonna be smaller for me, guys. I do not make as much on Twitch, 57,000. I only
Wow.
make about 6 minutes of ads an hour. I have 9,500 subs. That's about what you make for that. The biggest bulk of my money, though, I made a pivot in my life. I decided I wanted to stop being viewer funded. All right, I did a subathon. I had the most subs any streamer did.
Yes.
I had like an average of 20, 30,000 subscribers. I ran a higher density of ads. And then I said, you know what? I don't feel good as a multi-millionaire getting these people to pay me money. I didn't like getting 100 gifts. It made me feel weird.
Personally, I feel like that's just how I am with streaming in general. It just feels weird to be begging for money. Like, I know it doesn't like I know it doesn't come off like that, but like personally, mentally, that's how I frame it, and I just don't feel good about like asking for money. So I never like do subathons and stuff. I'm gonna have to do subathons though, because I need to unlock my sub slots, the emote slots. They're all tied to subs, so I might do like one big subathon or something to try and unlock all of them. But it's so hard. It's so hard.
I want to start pivoting to get most of my bread from sponsors. That's the biggest cut of this. Okay, I'm a Red Bull athlete. I have an AT&T sponsorship, and I also have an Alienware partnership. These are long-term partnerships. All right, and I do one-off deals as well, as you guys do. This number's 800,000.
Holy f***.
So the total you can bring to
That, I think that sponsorships scale with the size of your channel as well, no, right? Like, I feel like you'd be getting paid maybe divided by 10. That's the main source of income for real. Yeah, dude. Holy crap.
mil. Okay? Now, this is the flashy number.
This is why you gotta be good at marketing, or why you need to like learn how to put yourself out there. 800k is insane.
This is the top 100. Why am I showing you this? It is not just a flex, although I am flexing. It is because this is what you get to see. This is what people love to show you. They love to show you the top 100. But you guys aren't top 100. Not all of you, at least. Some of you in this room are. Maybe you want to be. Maybe you'll get there. What does Miss Top 1000 look like? I'm keeping this person anonymous. These stats are real, though. This person is a gamer. They average 1,200 viewers. They stream 130 hours. Their sub count is 1,600. And if you go to Twitch Tracker, you guys
Probably
know
one of their friends, right?
TwitchTracker.com. Look up your Twitch channel name. They will tell you what number you are. If your number is lower, they might tell you what percentile you are in, okay? Top 0.5%, top 0.4%, whatever. This is a real person who is in the top 1,000. They're not exactly 1,000, but they're close to it. Right. How much do they make? How much does a top 1,000 streamer get? Sponsorships, $0.
Huh?
Asked them why. They said they think their agency's ass. They haven't had a deal. Okay. It's a much
Damn.
YouTube, 150. Only 150. They're not posting really long form videos. They're mostly doing shorts. There's not a lot of revenue coming from the YouTube. They're more of a streamer than a creator with multiple verticals. All right. Twitch.
Multiple verticals.
10,000. That's a good amount of money. That's comparable to what I'm making. I'm making 10,000 as well. So in total, this top 1,000 streamer made $10,250. That's a good amount of money, right? You make $100K a year being a streamer.
That's insane.
That's not bad. Well, let's go one further. Let's go to top 10,000, Mr. 10,000. This streamer is a variety streamer. It's a real person. It's a real stat.
That's
They average 150
mental.
viewers. Maybe some of you in this room average a similar amount. They streamed 180 hours, the most of me or top 1,000. That's their sub count. That's how many years they've been doing it. Let's check the revenue for June. Sponsorship, 700. They actually made some effort to get a deal. That makes sense. They've been doing it 6 years. They have better relationships to get sponsors. YouTube, $0. They have no YouTube presence at all.
That's not good, man.
700 from sponsorships.
$3,000. Grand total, 3,700.
That's actually
I
okay.
need you to put this into perspective. That is a top 10,000 streamer in the world.
Right.
That is not a small streamer. That is a big streamer. How many streamers are there in the world?
Oh my God.
jeez.
Million people.
That's on Twitch too, right? On Twitch?
And that guy is better than 6.24 million. Top
God
10,000.
damn.
And how much is he making?
3K?
3,000. They're making about 40K a year, right? Roughly 40K a year. And that's top 10,000 in the world.
Jeez.
I've never gone wrong. People trick me. They say
Jeez.
streaming makes a lot of money. It does.
Right.
For me. But this whole streaming system is rich gets richer. The top makes a fuck ton. When a sponsor wants to do a deal, are they going to small streamers? No. They're trying to hit up iShow Speed, then they go, that's out of our budget. Then they go down the list. They go down the list until eventually they're stuck with me. So I just need you guys
Ah.
to I'm gonna ask you one more time. Do you want to be a streamer? Are you happy with the lifestyle?
You have to
Let's say
build
for
your.
the rest of
Oh
life,
my god.
You are a streamer who's the 10,000th biggest streamer in the world. That is a successful streamer. You're making 4K a month. Are you happy with that? And fuck no. You're saying fuck no. Okay, but what if that's the reality?
Hmm.
Is it only worth it if you're top 100? Or are you happy doing the act itself? Is what you are actually chasing being rich, being famous? Or do you enjoy streaming so much that regardless of the amount you make, you would love to do it for that amount of income?
Wait, what
Is it
happened?
enough that you're full-time, or do you want to hit these higher pursuits? And is streaming actually the path you should take to do that? That's what I'm asking you. Are you trying to be a streamer in 10 years who's making 5K a month? That's the question, and I don't know the answer. You gotta ask yourselves. There's some people in here who are streaming for the first time as streamer you. Maybe they're trying out. You don't have to be a streamer, yo. I know it's the buzz, but like, there are a bunch of other paths. You can be a YouTuber. You can just be a short form creator. You can be just a social influencer. You could be a real estate mogul if you want to make money. Like, there's a lot of other paths you can take in life. You can just work a 9 to 5 with something you're passionate about. You don't have to be a streamer. It's not a guaranteed success. You're not all going to be making millions. Does this sound like you? I want to see hands if at any point I'm talking about someone or something you're dealing with. I struggle to handle juggling clips and YouTube and streams. Hands up if that sounds like you. Keep your hands up.
Keep your hands up.
Keep your hands up if you guys don't understand how YouTube works. All right?
Honestly, that's probably me.
If this sounds like you. My clips do really well, but I don't know how to convert to long form viewers. More hands up because I looked 9 of the people in this class. I looked at you guys. You're averaging around maybe 100 to 300 viewers. Your clips are banging. You guys have hundreds of thousands of followers on Instagram. You got millions of views. You got more views than me on your clips. But they're not converting.
Buh.
Okay? Have you ever wondered why? Yeah. Okay? Let's hear some theories. Who's got a theory? Why are you not converting? Why are you getting all this?
You need a
success
call to
on
action.
TikTok, but not on long form. What's up? You. Now, before we jump into that, I have a question for y'all. What is worth more? All right, there's a little quiz time. Pop quiz. Is a TikTok follower worth more? A Twitch follower or a YouTube follower? All right, by show of hands, who thinks TikTok? By show of hands, who thinks Twitch? By show of hands, who thinks YouTube?
Twitch.
Round of applause for Valkyrie, only one who got it right. It is Twitch.
Damn.
It is Twitch. Why is it Twitch? Why is it Twitch? Why is a YouTube viewer not worth more? Jason, what you want?
I'm gonna answer your question.
Jason, what's your answer?
Because Twitch is the smallest platform out of the 3.
Nah.
Why would that make them more valuable?
It's to do with with it being at live, right? Like you're talking to people live, you're interacting with people live, they're gonna be more present, whatever you're trying to communicate with or get your point across, right? So Twitch, it's probably the best one if you're ever gonna like sell stuff or if you're gonna like give updates on stuff.
YouTube is wrong. I believe Twitch is the correct answer, and I'm down to be debated on this. I think if you were to have 10,000 followers on TikTok, 10,000 followers on Twitch, and 10,000 followers on YouTube, you'd be making more money as the Twitch streamer, okay? And ultimately, the reason why is the viewer buy-in. A viewer is going to be much more engaged as a Twitch follower than a TikTok follower. If you think about a TikTok follower, that's pretty straightforward. If they watch every single TikTok you post, they probably see 30 minutes of your face in a month. Total. A YouTube viewer, how much are they seeing of your face in a month? It's gonna be more. But there's edited videos, how many videos you're uploading. Average Twitch viewership, they might spend 30 minutes on one Twitch stream. And you can easily pump out stream a day if you really want. You also have a better relationship with a live viewer than you do with a YouTube commenter. They're not always commenting. Most people don't comment, and you're likely not replying to all the comments. But in chat, you're always talking to chat. You got chat on your phone right now. Chat's probably saying some shit right now. You probably looked over and read them. Has anyone read a YouTube comment while I've been here?
Hell no.
Has anyone read a TikTok comment while I've been here? Yes. So if you need to sell merch and you have 100 Twitch viewers, or you get a 100 view YouTube video, which one's better? You're trying to push merch to someone. Yeah. Probably the Twitch follower. They're probably more likely to go buy that. All right.
Valid.
Guys, problem today. My clips do great, but I can't get a lot of viewers. You cannot always be the clip, except for one guy. But this is real. What happens to you guys is you're really good at farming clips. I think at this point, a lot of you really understand intrinsically when a moment happens that, oh, that was the clip. I'm gonna tell my clipper, or maybe you are your own clipper, you run your own clip account. Tonight, I'm gonna post that. I fucking nailed it. You guys feel pretty good about that at this point, I imagine. You probably know exactly, you might even be able to set up these moments. The issue is, you get that clip, how long is that in your 4-hour stream? A minute? Seconds sometimes? Yep. All right, so then what happens? IG, you get an awesome clip, they go to your stream, and what are you doing? Are you farming a clip at every moment? Exactly. No, you're a person. All right? We're not always exciting. We're not always on. I know I'm not. Okay, there are people who are. There are people who have balanced energy. I Show Speed has insane energy. Literally every second of that stream, you're like, holy shit, how is he still going? I can't do that. I'm a limited quantity guy, and then I need to go take a bath. That's me. I'm honest with myself. I know my strength isn't to perform in a way that will not be met when the viewer comes to see me. I have to be authentically me at all points. You need to be authentically you at all points. The person they should see in the clip should be the person that they experience in the live stream. Otherwise, they're just gonna get bored and leave. You're not the clip you in every waking moment.
That makes sense. Sure.
Why did I show these people? What's special about these people? Any guesses? These 3 are 3 of the 5 most successful streamers from last year. These are who you should aspire to be this year. All right? Yes. These people have all increased by, I'm telling you, like 5,000 average viewers. They all went in with hundreds. They now have thousands.
That's crazy. Holy
viewers. Okay, they're now doing amazing. Okay? I think they all have different strengths. We're gonna go all through one by one. What did Tota do at Streamer U? Build probably the strongest relationships of anyone at that event. That was able to get him, friends with Kai, friends with Ray, and Mafiathon 3 to build a foundation, but build relationships with people here. Archie, I think, is one of the kings of authenticity. Archie wears his heart on his sleeve. It is obvious to everyone who's with him and everyone who watches him. So what you get in the clip is what you get when you hang out with him in real life. It's what you get when you watch him online. He's the same guy. Yano, probably one of the nicest motherfuckers I've ever met. She's always like that. It's crazy. I expect her to break at some point. She never breaks. Even when people are a little too much for her. Where is he in this room? He's supposed to be in this class. Ultimately, guys, look. What I really want you to take away from this is it's all right to farm a clip, but you should be farming it as you. Okay? Don't, you know, have a burst of 1 minute of energy and then you're back to being somebody else. Be consistent. Be consistent in yourself. Be honest to yourself. All right. We're going to talk about the content funnel. This is an idea of how to efficiently stream. Right now when you guys stream, what are your strengths? Getting a couple clips. Nice. We can do better. I want you to start shifting your paradigm. A stream is now a recording session.
Right.
We're not just booting up stream to fuck off for 4 hours, get 3 clips, go home. We're not booting up stream to play a video game for 6 hours and stream, go home. That is a waste of your time. It is a less efficient use of your time. This is a recording session. What can you record in a stream? This is an example of one of my streams. This is one of my best streams. Why is it one of my best streams? I got multiple videos. From this one stream, it was 6 hours. There's 3 separate VODs.
Wow.
Those are just cut-ups, not edited, of the segments. All right, I came prepared with segments. 3 different edited videos. God Gamer Gauntlet. It's a challenge I do. Magic Chameleon with some friends, and I reacted to a CoffeeZilla video. Then I also had a couple clips out of it. That's all from one stream. That was 6 hours. I recorded all that. Just for your information here, I didn't put it in this slide. The streams, they made 5K. It's pretty good. All of these together, they made 25K. Okay? And you're able
Insane.
to get all this out of one stream if you just spend the time to plan out what you are going to do on stream. Guys, listen up. If that 300 hours is true, you're making a mistake. You're making a mistake. You said 200 hours?
Mine, I got corrected, 161.
That is still too many hours in my mind. I think you guys are streaming too much. I genuinely believe that. Every streamer should be streaming in the sweet pocket of 100, 150. I think that's like the perfect zone, 100 to 150, all right? Some of y'all need to do more. I've looked at your stream hours. Some of you guys aren't doing enough. I think some of you guys aren't sure if you want to be streamers. I think some of you guys are still exploring that. That's fine. But if you want to be a streamer, I think at least 100 is right. I think anything over 150 is a waste of your time. You're just being less efficient. Okay, why? Because you're not getting the value of each of these streams, right? Your 6 hours don't look like this.
Okay, wait. Maybe they might be right.
How much did that make?
Nothing.
Exactly. So we're gonna do a little exercise right now. And this is an exercise you guys should be doing every single day. Let me say that again. This is homework today. You should be doing it every single day. I do it every day. I've been doing this 8 years. I think of stream ideas every fucking day. I'm the only guy who thinks of them. Other people have teams. I think that can be a very helpful thing. I'm a little protective over my process. That's just my personal style. On your phones or pen and paper if you prefer. This is an activity. Get them out right now.
Stream ideas.
Break them out, come on. I want you guys to be writing down 3 different stream ideas. To make it a little more complicated, we're gonna do 3 different tiers. I want you guys to come up with a $1 idea. Free.
Okay.
Something you can do anytime.
React
A $1,000
content.
idea. Okay, maybe something a little more ambitious, something more planned out, whatever. And then final one, a dream idea, $100,000.
Dream idea.
Doesn't matter. I'll give you guys a few minutes. I want you guys
$100,000 idea.
I want to talk about what makes an idea good.
It's like gambling though. I don't know about
Stream
that
idea
one.
good. I'm a little different than you guys. I'm older. I've been doing this 8 years. When I stream, I'm thinking about a YouTube video. I'm not thinking about a clip. That's how people do it in modern day. I think we should all be thinking of both. I think you guys are already good at the clip. That second
That
nature.
Alaska
Let's
one
stop
was a good
thinking about
idea.
it. Let's think about the thing that's more sustainable.
Could make a
Building
series
long-term
out of that.
viewership, making a YouTube video, being authentic. Let's work on those weak points. The clip is second nature. For me, I have to do the opposite. The YouTube video is easy. How do I get a clip? I'm 30 fucking one. I don't know what to do.
That's not a lot. That's what you're done.
It's practice. It takes time. So anyway, I'm going to go through a couple of my ideas here, and then we're going to talk about what makes an idea good. This is one idea here. This is a thumbnail for it. It's called Bro v Bro. A lot of people stole this idea. It's a good fucking idea.
Great idea.
It's basically me versus another creator, finding out who the better gamer is.
Ooh.
We do a best of 7, competing in a variety of video games. I've been doing this for years now. I know it's a good idea because Ron stole it, Jason stole it, JC stole it.
Where the VTuber versus VTuber at? Where the VTuber versus VTuber at? Honestly, I'd watch that. If you have like a guest on every week that's like a random guest and you're like 1v1ing them in random games.
Do not be bitter about it. Do not reach out to them about it. It is okay. And here's ultimately the truth. Someone who steals
Or the loser gifts 5 subs or something like that, or something monetary value or something like that. Well, yeah, we don't have a lot of money. It's like whatever, right? 1v1 them like in a meet and greet, like we're fucking shadowboxing. Bro, look, you got a good idea going there, bro. It's like, you know, that would like high key. That would kind of work. High key, that would work. High key. And for today's guest, we're versing in a 1v1 battle. I need to figure out what sort of games we gotta do though. What sort of games we gotta do that aren't too long, that won't take too much time, right?
idea makes you their ceiling. They will not be bigger than you until they do shit better than you.
Stop planning, my guy.
All they're doing is mimicking you, then I promise you, they will never surpass you.
What if? So we have a lot of friends, mutuals, right? Arc that like to sing, right? What if it's like a masked singer type of show? You know, you get a masked singer, and they're like, do you in terms of the rating of maybe we'll do like a live singing, and then every week that one same person who's like the top singer has to come back every week to sing a different song, and then like before that it's like oh, that'd be really cool. And then you have to try and guess. You have to be there for like your Oshi type of thing. Oh, it's this guy. Honestly, that would actually go pretty hard. Honestly, I'm writing this down. Honestly, that would actually go pretty hard.
This is an older one. It's on stream.
Stole that shit.
I gave my chat $1,000, and Ron is right. This is a stream that Soda Poppin' did initially. OG streamer Soda Poppin'. I took the idea. The only thing I twisted is I gave my chat an exact amount they could spend, and then a time limit to spend it in. So there's a little bit of stress on chat's behalf. I've done this stream, I'm not shitting you, probably a dozen times. It works every time. I've done it for 1,000, I've done it for 10,000, I've done it for 30,000.
Better snatch that shit.
All I do, I give them the amount of money, I let them send me links, they vote on what they want to buy. Yes, we buy it, no, we don't. Huh?
Hype pills?
These are hype pills, yeah, stand tall growth pills.
Yeah, I'm
Now I'm 6'3". Alright, $100,000 idea. This one's a few years old. 24 hours in the wilderness. I had a whole production crew. I streamed outside for 24 hours. I had a bunch of wildlife experts come through. They helped me through it. This was a 24-hour stream production. That's where the cost came from. $100,000.
Did you make money on that shit, Ludwig?
Fuck no. It's a good question.
Why not?
Why not? Because it costs a lot. And you don't necessarily make more. It doesn't scale that way. For me to make that much more, I'd have to have that exponential increase in viewership. I'll say maybe at the time I was averaging like 17K viewers. I think for this stream I might have had like 27K. It's more, but it's not enough to cover all the bills. Was it worth it? What do you think? I think you can trial things. I think you should take risks. I also think it's okay to have lost leaders, big ideas, big events. Maybe they don't make a lot, but they mean a lot to the people who watch you. People see the effort that you put in. If you are not doing things that are exciting to you, exciting to them, viewers slip away. There's a lot of competition out there. There's a stat I heard year over year, all right? Your viewers will change. So maybe if you have 1,000 viewers this year, if you have 1,000 viewers next year, 50% of those people will be different.
Damn.
That's the turnover. 50% of those people will be different. It's not the same people coming in. You don't have this static pool. People got lives. People get older. People stop watching streams when they get 30. Sometimes these lost leaders can also bring in those new viewers. They can help recycle the people who are eventually going to leave. I got one more for you. This one is $1 million. This is streamer
That's so
games.
cool though.
And there's a follow-up to your question, okay, is it worth it? Streamer games, year 1, guess what it did? It lost money. Streamer games, year 2, guess what it did? About broke even. Streamer games, year 3, guess what it's gonna do? Even. It's gonna make money. All right, the more often you do an event, the better you will get at doing it for cheaper. Also, the better it will perform, right? People know about the event now. The streamer you hyped this year, how long did Kai spend hyping this up? 2 weeks, maybe? Yeah. Maybe? When did y'all find out when you're gonna fly in? A week ago? Yeah.
3 days ago? What?
You knew what streamer you was. All right, you knew the opportunity that it was because it's already proven. So doing things multiple times is a good thing. You can't hammer it home, right? You don't want to be the 50th season of The Simpsons. You got to try some new shit, but if something works, do it again. This is what you should be doing as a YouTuber, as a streamer, whatever. You're throwing shit at the wall. Something clicks, we're going to do it again. Don't typecast yourself, though. Like all those people on TikTok, they got one bit, they do it in perpetuity, and then that's all they ever are. You know, you should explore new avenues, but if something works, keep doing it. All right, next up. Christmas. This is something that I've thought about a lot, that helps me a lot, that I'm just, maybe will help some of you. Do you guys remember being at school? For some of you, it's not that long ago. And you're fucking sick of school, but Christmas is around the corner. And that's exciting. That brings you there, pulls you, it literally pulls you through the last week, month of school, whatever, because you're excited to get to Christmas.
Yes.
Okay?
This is my debut for my Christmas is my debut. My Christmas is my debut. It is high key what is keeping me going right now. And I don't know what'll happen once I actually debut. Who knows?
As a creator myself, I can get very tired of the monotony. I have a strict schedule I adhere to. I go live X amount of days. I farm XYZ YouTube videos. You do that for 8 years, it gets boring. So what keeps me going is Christmas. I make myself a Christmas. For me, personally, it is a big event. Something I'm really excited to do. I have streamer games in 2 weeks. I'm excited to do that. So I know, okay, I gotta get all my ducks in a row. Gotta get my YouTube videos out, gotta get my streams out, I got Christmas coming up. All right, first part of the year, I do this event called Tip to Tip, a motorcycle around the world, my friend Michael Reeves.
Tip to tip.
Christmas, I'm so excited to do that. But I know I gotta do my work, okay, before to get to that. Make yourself a Christmas. It can be whatever, something you're excited to do. Maybe it is a big streamed event. Maybe it is a YouTube video recording. Maybe it's a vacation. That's fine. But make yourself a Christmas so that you can look forward to, you can get through the day-to-day of life. Next up, this is the #1 lesson. This is something I can't teach you.
Be different.
I can't tell you the playbook for how to be successful exiting streamer you. Because if I did, you would all use it and it wouldn't be successful. Someone here is going to rise above the rest. Someone
Exactly.
here is going to offer viewers something unique that other people aren't offering. I'm a small streamer making a cozy environment. Okay, I've seen that. Maybe that's, if you're happy with that, that's not going to be the person who's the #1 streamer come out of here. I'm loud. I like being the center of attention. Okay, we have enough of that. You are not going to be the #1 streamer coming out of here. So what are you doing to be different? What are you doing that people are drawn to? This is tough, this is intrinsic, this is personal. I cannot tell you what it is, but ultimately whoever is successful will do this. Dean Sinat.
I'm just here to look around.
Guys, we have about 5 minutes left in class. I appreciate you all being very attentive. At this point, I will open it up. Does anyone have any questions for me? This is the last time that we will be meeting. So if you have anything for me, let's get it out now. Hands up. What you got?
When's the time that you've almost quit streaming or content creation?
It's a good question. What's the time I almost quit streaming? It was early in my career. I was a part-time employee at a vape company. I was head of marketing. I didn't smoke vapes, I lied on my resume. After, I would go home, I would stream. Work stream was a lot. But I really love streaming. Here's the crazy thing. I had the best stream I had ever had. I averaged 1,000 viewers. The
1K.
I almost quit because I knew the number that would show up would be smaller.
Jeez.
And that ate at me. I lied down in my closet for 4 hours instead of going live that day. This is something that you guys might deal with. Okay, maybe it's imposter syndrome, maybe it is just paralyzation. Here's what I realized. Streaming is an impermanent thing. What you did last stream doesn't fucking matter. You know what people care about is the next stream. And you know what you want people to care about? You. So if the last
Facts.
stream was shit, who cares? If the last stream was the greatest stream that ever happened, who cares? Stream review's going great. You know what they're gonna say on Twitter in a month about Kai if he doesn't go live? When's the next stream, Kai? Spark up. We want to see something. What you got for us? They don't care that he put in all this work anymore. What's next? And so that's what push. Okay, you're polishing. That's cool. What's the point of that? You're making more money because you run more ads, you get more subs. But what does that turn into? Nothing. Poof, it's gone. There's not a YouTube video out of it. The VOD's maybe not that noteworthy. Like, what is the point of that? You could stream every minute of your life and you'll make more money. And that's the issue with streaming, right? You can always think, oh, I could stream more. It's true. You could make more money. If you went live 1 more hour, you make an hour's worth more of money, okay? But if you take the time to ideate, if you take the time to elevate what you are doing on the stream, then your streams long-term make more. I showed you
Masked
a graph,
singer.
right, of my stream, it made $5,500, and I told you the other streams made the YouTube videos made $25,000. I didn't make that 25 instantly. They had to be edited, they had to be posted, it took time. It also took the time to come up with the ideas. That made more overall. I would have made more if instead of streaming 6 hours, I streamed 10 hours and I played more Mental Chameleon, but that wouldn't have net much, right? It's less efficient. You are not being efficient with your time. Guys, speaking of time, we are at time.
Anyways, this is the end of the second episode